welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. In today's video, we are reflecting on February and planning for March. We'll be tracking everything through Notion for more long-term planning and setting up my March bullet journal for more day-to-day, short-term planning. We'll also be setting up my monthly budget as well. I don't know about you, but I am ready for February to be over. So let's go ahead and reflect on February and dive into March. I have a free template in the link in my bio. I'm sorry it took so long. I was just trying to figure out how do I do that. But this template is actually from Jenna Hong. I tweaked it a little bit to make it my own. So you're welcome to do the same, but that can just get you started. This is always the hardest part, is putting the Notion together. So I've already done that for you. Check that out in the link in my bio. This is February. I had a goal to prioritize unplug time and logging off by 8 p.m. of YouTube. I think I did that. I am gonna go ahead and check that off. I kind of gauge it by when Luke comes home, because that's usually around the time he gets home from his job. So it's kind of like once he's home, I know, okay, it's time to fully unplug. And so I think I did a better job of that this month. I also had read a page a day. I didn't necessarily do that, but I did read this month. So I'm taking that off. And then stay consistent with my morning winter routine. I absolutely did that. I wanted to establish an after work winter routine, and I did not do that this month. So we are once again moving that to March and seeing if we can make that a March goal. And then in fitness, I had to stay consistent with hydration, especially in the afternoons and on the weekends. And I think I did a good job of doing this specifically on work days. I can't really speak for after work, but I'd say like this is a lot better than where I was. So for now, I'm gonna take this off. And then taking a look at career, setting up one-on-ones with everyone on my new work team, I did that. So I'm gonna take that off and then confirm 30, 60, 90 day expectations in my role. I'm just gonna cross this one off. If you watched my previous video, you know that I'm kind of in a weird work state right now due to layoffs. I am kind of just floating until I know what happens with my current role. Luckily, before everything happened, I was given, before everything happened where my manager was laid off, I was given an additional leader to support. And so I've been working with him, but I technically don't report to him. So I'm just I don't know if it's long-term or short-term that I'm supporting this new leader. So I'm just gonna leave that one and cross it off. There's just too much change that has happened. So we're moving on from that. Other confirmed lease situation, we did renew our lease and then also establish a date to make the apartment more suitable for us. Luke and I did do that, and I hope to make a video about that eventually and all the updates that we want to do. But for now, things are looking good there. And then just a general thought dump to describe the month. I felt so much love with Valentine's Day. I had so much fun hosting my girlfriends. I made a Valentine's Day card for my mom. And then Luke and I got a couples massage, and then we got some sushi for takeout. At work, we did a Valentine's Day, in elementary school where you get the little boxes and you put candy in that. We did all of that, and that was so fun. So those 2 weeks, I just felt so much love and joy, spoiling the people that are important to me. And then end of the month was very chaotic because that's when all the layoffs at work started happening, and it's just been pretty emotional and pretty uncertain. In memorable moments, we went to my friend's son's first birthday party. Saw my friend Katie in her play. She was amazing. And then I found a lot of joy with celebrating Valentine's Day. I also did no added sugar for almost 2 weeks. I'm still going through it now, but I'm almost there. I'm so close. But that's a big victory for me, so I'm excited about that. And then Luke and I did do some apartment updates. So we moved my desk into the bedroom, and then we hung a shelf up. So More on that coming soon. Editing Samantha here. There is one memorable moment that didn't make it into the original recording. I'm excited to say I hit 100 subscribers on YouTube, and I know that that's a very small win, small victory, but that's all just organic growth. Most of my friends don't even know that I have this channel. I haven't promoted it on my other social media platforms. So that just means so much to me. I'm so excited about what I'm building here and where this channel is headed. So if you've engaged with my channel at all, from liking, commenting, subscribing, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And also I am halfway towards my yearly goal. If you watched my how I'm organizing my life for 2024, one of my goals and something that's on my vision board is that I wanted to reach 200 subscribers this year, 100 by July and the other 100 by December. So I'm like very much on track. So I just feel so grateful, and I'm just so excited for where things go. I know it's such a tiny victory, but I just had to say thank you. So thank you. Okay, back to the video. Things I learned this month is that when you give gifts, you kind of have to expect nothing in return. I found a lot of joy giving gifts to people. I've known for a long time that that's my love language to other people, but this like really cemented it this past month. And then with the no added sugar, I've learned that I'm more of an emotional eater than I thought I was. And then things that I want to do more of next month, I need to find that after work routine. I also want to schedule more time for friends and community, if anything, from this month, and seeing my friends a lot, especially around Valentine's Day. It made me realize how much happier I am when I am around my community. So that's important to me this month. And then I also want to do something outside of my routine and my comfort zone. I'm someone who's very routine based, and I think sometimes it's good to have something in there that kind of mashes it up a little bit. Let's get into some honorable mentions. There are some things that I've added to this. There's also some new favorites. So let's scroll down here to growth and development. We're gonna go into the habit tracker. And I'm not gonna lie, I missed quite a few days this month, but the days that I do have filled in are pretty good. So I'll take that as a win. And I'd say the thing that I'm like most stoked about is like I'm getting my steps in. And also monthly favorites. Last month I had Andina as a new restaurant, but this month I checked out this place called Urbanite. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's on the central east side of Portland, and they have a mixture. Oh, it's just like secondhand, but also new things. It's very like artfully and like thoughtfully curated. And I was in there and I just had a blast. I didn't buy anything. I didn't find anything that I needed. Let's go into books, TV, and film. I added all the authors. I didn't have that previously. And I just finished My Brilliant Friend, and I put a score of TBD because it is a series. And this is probably the first time I've read a series since like maybe high school. And so I don't feel like I can rate it on its own until I have finished all of them. But I'm not gonna lie, it was really hard to get through. And I think if you've read them before, like that makes sense why it was hard. But so far I'm on the second one, and that one is going better. I started the TV series One Day on Netflix, and it's so cute. It's been a really fun show to watch. I don't think I watch a lot of new TV. I am someone who really enjoys my shows that I've seen over and over again. And so this is the first new show that I've watched in a while. And so I figured I would add it here. And I think I'm like maybe halfway through. It's a mini series, but it's really cute. If you like romantic comedies, then this is a good one for you. I added 2 more tabs. One is quotes that I like, and then the other is compliments. And every now and then I'll stumble on a quote that just really speaks to me, and I don't have a place to store them, so I figured that that would be a good place to do that. And then compliments, kind of the same thing. Every now and then someone will give you a compliment, and I think that those are something that's kind of nice to also have when you're feeling down. We'll see how full those get, you know, by the end of the year, but for now, I think that they were kind of nice additions. And looking at March monthly goals. Personal, I want to finish the next 2 books in my Neapolitan series. Just finished My Brilliant Friend by Elena Ferrante, and so I am moving forward in the series. My friend Emily gifted me the books for my birthday a couple years ago, and then my friend at work, she just finished them, so it's kind of given me a little boost that, okay, it's time, I need to read them. So I'm on the 2nd book right now, and my goal is to get through the 2nd and the 3rd book. And I also want to get a friend dinner or a game night on the books. In, I think it was January, we had a game night at Celine's house, and it was so fun. And I like to have stuff like that on the books to get excited about. And if you know, as an adult, scheduling time with your adult friends is one of the hardest things to do. So I want to get that on the books either this month, or it'll probably be most likely in April. I want to do one thing outside of my comfort zone. I want to plan YouTube content for April. I've been finding that if I'm planning content at least a month in advance, it honestly takes a big weight off my shoulders. So that will probably be like a monthly recurring goal. And then establish that after work winter routine. Honestly, this one takes priority because I've been putting it off for so long. And then fitness and health, I need to consistently take my daily vitamins. I don't know why I'm so bad at that, but I am really bad at it. And on the days that I take them, I do feel better. So I really need to lean into that headspace. In career, like I said previously, before all the layoffs took place, I was assigned a new leader, and I really want to build that relationship with him. And so that's kind of my goal, and I don't really know how to measure that. I think it will just take time, like we're very new to working together. So lastly, in my other category is I want to buy a dresser for our bedroom. Luke and I are making the apartment feel like it's more for us. He moved in with me November 2022, and we meant to upgrade the place to feel like it worked for both of us in 2023, and that never happened. So this is the year, and we're starting small. We have lots of big ideas, and I want to tackle kind of everything in the bedroom before moving out here into this space. So next is buy a dresser for that room. I don't do this on Notion, although I do think it'd be nice to have it all be in one place, so I might look into that this month. But I usually go to Google because they already have a document that's already filled out. Usually what I do is I go to new Google Sheets from a template, monthly budget. There we go. And then I am pretty consistent, so I'll take my February one and I will copy that to this one. And then I'm gonna name this my March 24 monthly budget. And some of these are pretty consistent in terms of bills, so I'm just gonna copy these ones just because I know, I know I'm gonna have to pay my rent. I know I'm gonna have to pay for Spotify and Verizon and whatever. I always plan in certain things that are coming up. So for instance, I know I'm gonna wanna get my nails done. 60, so I'm gonna add that here. And then let's just have this all be the same. I also have a haircut, it was $84. I get it every 6 months though, so it's fine. And Luke and I do want to buy a dresser, and the one that we're looking at is less than $300. So for now, I'm gonna just divide that in half. It's $150. So those are like the big things that I know I'm gonna have to pay for this month. Actually, I also want to add, this is my medication. And that's kind of something that always comes up as well. So that kind of me where I'm at a little bit, and I feel good about this. Like, I don't have any, as far as I know right now, I don't have any medical appointments this month. I think gas is gonna be kind of normal. Like, I don't have any trips planned where gas would be expensive, and restaurants is kind of low. So I actually might like up this to 100 and bring this down a little bit. That seems better. And Kiwi, I actually know that I'll need to get her some litter this month. I think it's like 30 bucks. I can kind of show you what an end of the month looks like too. Like, this was February and this isn't done yet. As you can see, I went over a little bit. I went over by like $61. I do need to look at my paychecks to make sure that that's accurate, but for the most part, that's kind of what it looks like, and you can see that here as well. I don't really do anything with this, so pretend that that doesn't exist. I'll keep this for now, but this honestly tweaks a lot throughout the month. Some unexpected things that come up, like last month, I had to take Kiwi to a vet appointment, so you know, things kind of shift, but I think that this is pretty good for now. Is going to conclude today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon.